Folks, if you're a dog owner and been to a dog park, you have more than likely run into one of these 10 types of dog park people. Here we go. Yes, well, we brought her over when we came from England for the summer. Well, we came to New York from London 5 years ago, and the dog came with us and has loved it here in America. Now, all of my family members went to Oxford, and so did our dog. Our dog majored in European studies and medieval history at Oxford. And here in America, she's gotten 2 degrees already. One in culinary science, and the other an associate's degree in animal husbandry. Now, if you look at the registry, her full name is Her Royal Highness Elizabeth von Barkdom IV. But we call her Gingy. Gingy. It's shorter. Now, she won't eat regular food, regular dog food that is advertised on the television. So we send Reginald down to the store, the grocery, you call it? The grocery store. And Reginald orders prime cuts of beef, shrimp, and chicken for Gingy. And then the chef prepares it in the kitchen every night. And I would say she eats it 5 nights a week, and 2 nights a week she just sniffs at it and then turns and walks away with a very cute level of myth. My oldest is a veterinarian who worked for the Queen for a bit. It was his advice to bring Gingy down here amongst you people, because he said it would be good for Gingy to associate with other dogs. But we don't let her out of this custom bassinet that Reginald pushes around the dog park while we follow close by. It's much too dangerous. And could you have your dog back up 6, 7, 8, 12 feet? Thank you. Thank you, sir. Gingy appreciates your help. Gingy, Mumsy, and I appreciate your manners. Do you want me to tell you what kind of breed of dog you have? You don't. I can tell you. I'll tell you. That is a great breed. You have a half border collie, half greyhound. Well, you don't have to. I know. You don't have to. I'm telling you, because I'm an expert in dog breeds, okay? For example, one time I had a half Rottweiler, half Dachshund. And somebody was trying to tell me, no, it's half Dachshund, half Rottweiler. I'm like, you don't know what you're talking about, bro. I am a dog expert. Listen, I've bred dogs since I was 5 years old. When I was 5, I came up with a new breed. It's half Beagle, half Bulldog. I call it a Beagle Bull. Okay, and I tried to promote it on Craigslist, and I sold a few, but, it wasn't the most popular. But, I was 5 years old. My cousin Slinky was the official breeder of the county in Upper Michigan, the whole county. If you wanted the best dog breeds, you went to Slinky. I learned from Slinky. I was a Slinky associate for 5 years, and then I branched out on my own. And now I'm the king of the county because Slinky had an accident. Sad. Listen, everybody wants these golden retrievers because they're so friendly and they're good for Instagram posts, okay? But you know what the best dog I think to get? Get yourself a little French bulldog. Seriously, they're compact, all right? They don't want to cross the street. You just pick them up and put them in your backpack. I had another breeder once that asked me if I wanted a Bichon Frise. And I said, no, thanks. I've had breakfast. No, I don't deal with those foo-foo breeds. I deal with real dogs. If you want security, you can't go wrong with a Doberman. A Doberman will not only attack an intruder, but will end them and make it look like an accident. I mean, it's not easy being a breeder. People are so demanding. We can't work miracles, okay? I mean, if you want the best kind of dog, you gotta cough up some coin. We offer the best breeds in town. Now you gotta cough up some coin. Now look right over here. See that? What kind of dog do you think that is? Right there. That's my dog, Pinky. What kind of dog do you think that is? He's half St. Bernard, half Jack Russell Terrier. He's a St. Jack Russell. Now listen, this is one of the breeds that I came up with. That dog, you would love this dog. In fact, if you want to write me a check right now, you could take him home, okay? Let me tell you the benefits. The St. Bernard part of him will pull you out of an avalanche, will dig in the snow and save your life. And then the Jack Russell, half of him will run around you because he won't know what to do next. Then you're on your own. Now, one time I bred a Shar-Pei. You know, the wrinkly dogs, they look all wrinkly. I bred it with a line of champion Great Danes because I thought it would smooth it out, you know, like an iron. But it actually just made the Great Dane side wrinkly. So it looked like a wrinkly Great Dane. So I called the breed Great Wrinkles. And honestly, a lot of people didn't get it, but you always have your unique buyers that want something that's a conversation piece and that no one else has. So I sold quite a few Great Wrinkles. Well, everybody calls me the mayor of the dog park, the mayor of Dog Park Town, if you will. And hey, get them, separate them right now. Separate them right now. So I don't try to tell people what to do, but I've been here the longest, okay? And so I pretty much, listen, your dog is out of control. How many times have I told you, Mrs. Grigsby, you have to keep him on the leash because he's licking their eyeballs. It's not healthy. I try to keep an even hand. Well, no, I'm not official, but everybody respects my decision making. Johnny, get your dog out of the tree. Get your dog out of the tree. He's going to jump on old man Williams and we're going to have a problem. I try to keep things an even keel because when you bring your dog to the dog park, you want a nice, peaceful experience that the dogs enjoy and the people enjoy. I told you, listen, that's it. You're out. 3 strikes, bro. I told you the next time you let your wolfhound eat one of the puppies, you gotta go. I'm gonna give you 10, 9, you gotta go, buddy. 8. All right, people, I have an announcement. I'm glad that you're all wearing masks. I don't have to because I'm the mayor, but we're gonna need each of your dogs to wear a mask starting tomorrow. Don't bring your dog in here without a mask. And if you want to give your dog a plastic face shield, talk to me afterwards. I sell them out of the back of my truck. Oh, I love dog toys. That's the best part of owning a dog is the dog toys. I mean, listen, I buy a dog because I know the exact toys that this particular type of dog is going to love. When I go to the store, I don't go to the hardware or the fashion or the food. I go to the dog toys. And I've purchased every dog toy available, both at retail and online. When the Amazon guy drives up to my house, he knows what's in the box. It's a dog toy. My basement, it looks like the pet supply store. I must have, I'd say 12,500 dog toys in my basement. I know some people in Europe that know the latest dog toys coming out. I mean, I can hook you up. No, it's no problem. Let me give you an example. In France, they're working on a new ball thrower to throw tennis balls for your dog. It's based on a vintage cannon and shoots tennis balls over 1,500 yards. Keep it down. Keep it down. I make my own toys. I've started making my own toys. I can cut you in on a discount because my cost, I'll sell them to you at cost, okay? Because I make them. out of my van on the edge of the dog park. You know what's really hot right now? A dog Chewy that looks like Trump. I built a squeak toy that's not just squeaky, squeaky. It plays pop music songs. I have a German Shepherd that plays with this one particular chew toy all day. All day on repeat, he chews on it and it plays Gangnam Style. Well, I was the first one at this dog park when it was built in 1949. Now, they didn't call it a dog park then, okay? At that time, it was just a sand lot where the boys used to... it was kind of dangerous. I mean, they played baseball, but it was rough kids in those days. They'd throw the ball. The ball, it was a regular baseball, but they put nails in it. So if you were in the outfield and it got lost in the sun, and it would hit you in the face and it would tear your cheek off. Eventually, over time, it became a dog park that you see today. Now it's been enlarged and improved. I was the first one to bring the dog. It wasn't even an official park. It was just me bringing my dog, Mr. Muggsy. I was bringing my dog, Mr. Muggsy, down here every day. I was the first one for the first 5 years. I would sit there alone and eat my sandwich. And Mr. Muggsy would just wander around by himself, catching butterflies, chasing butterflies. So over time, people would bring their dogs, and it was much better. Mr. Muggsy made some friends, and I was able to meet some people in the neighborhood. I had no idea they even lived in the area. I mean, it's funny, you lead your life, and you don't know who. I mean, you might live next door to somebody or 3 doors down maybe for 35, 40 years. And then you meet them at the dog park and it's like they're brand new friends. And as you get to know them, you say, oh, you're living over on Forester? Well, I live on Forester. And it turns out they live like 3 doors away. Now, after you get to know them, generally you don't want to know them. Okay, because there are a lot of crazy people on my street, and so I come here to get away from them. Be honest with you. At my age, listen, you get to my age, you just don't have the patience anymore. When you're younger, you think, oh, maybe this person might help my career, or this person. You get to be older, and you're done, and so you just don't care anymore. And so it's just me and Muggsy again. So these days we tend to stay to ourselves over in the corner. I read poetry on my Kindle, and Muggsy has his own Kindle. It's called the Kindle Pup, and he reads his own books on the Kindle. His favorite books that he reads on his Kindle Pup are, number 1, A Dog's Purpose, number 2, A Dog's Journey. People tell me that these books have been made into major motion pictures. He loves them. Mr. Muggsy loves these books. So A Dog's Purpose, A Dog's Journey, A Dog Hitchhikes to the Beach, A Dog Goes Surfing, and the 5th one in the series, A Dog Gets a Job as a Bus Driver. Hey, guys, hey. Hey, have any of you guys seen my dog? Well, no, I had to leave for a while. Well, you're right, it's been 5-6 hours. But listen, I had to play some bets. I was thinking of a trifecta that I wanted to lay down over at the track. So I headed over there first, and then I hit it. So I was flush with cash. I stopped by the car dealer. There is a Ferrari Testarossa that I've had my eye on, and I went in and talked to the guy. And I said, listen, I think I've got enough to pull down this car. What are you going to need? And he said $485,000, which was $460,000 more than I had. So I had to leave there, but I still was feeling the wind, right? Because you get that juice going. So I went shopping for some new threads. And guys, I picked up some looks that I know you ladies are going to love when I come back. The next time I'll be wearing these new threads. I mean, we're talking Instagram ready. I'm talking, if you don't want to take me to meet your mom after you see these outfits, after you see these clothes I picked out, well then, I mean, you have no hope. So then I was strolling back here and I walked right by O'Malley's pub. So I had to stop in there for 4 or 5 beers. So I had to stop in there and watch the game. And of course, they lost, but I was a winner. And then I came back here. Have you seen my dog? Has anybody? He's a mutt. He's just, you will know him. You'll know him because he just looks like my dog. Okay. He's cool, but he's a mutt. Has anybody seen him? He always comes back. Don't worry about it. Say, listen, I heard the greatest joke. Oh, please, don't let your dog associate with my dog. Daisy is a very special dog. Has your dog had the shots? Do you have the paperwork? Can I see it? Well, can you pull it up on your phone? Well, please keep your dog away from Daisy. Daisy, please stay near me. Stay near me, Daisy. Sir, your dog is being very aggressive. I mean, he's sniffing Daisy's rear bottom. Where has your dog's nose been, sir? Sir, please. Daisy is a very special dog. When all those people were hoarding toilet paper, so was I. I was hoarding toilet paper too, but I needed it to make the softest dog bed for Daisy. It's so soft. I mean, she can rest. It's like a cloud from heaven for Daisy. And I'm just concerned. There's so many things going on right now. Oh, Daisy, don't drink out of that water bowl. Whose water bowl is that? A community water bowl? Daisy, don't drink out of the community water bowl. Look at that dirty dachshund drinking out of it. That dog is built so low to the ground, his belly is dragging on the sidewalk. I mean, it's Daisy, please, don't drink that dirty water. Daisy, come along now. Let's go home to your soft cloud bed so you can rest. My husband and I took a cruise this year. My husband said he wanted to take a cruise. And I said, can we take Daisy on the cruise? Do they allow dogs on the cruise? I mean, we can put a life jacket on Daisy, can't we? I mean, I can't be away from Daisy on a cruise. I told him. Daisy. But they didn't allow dogs. They didn't. So I smuggled Daisy onto the boat in my beach bag. I couldn't be without her. For 7 days in the Bahamas, she just was in the room very quiet. I bought her a tiny hat in the ship's store, a tiny hat, so she could have fun too. A tiny hat with a bandana around the brim and a jaunty feather. I never left the room. My husband was all over the boat, tanning and shuffleboard and meeting all these ladies. I stayed in the room with Daisy. Clean up after my dog? Oh, I don't clean up after my dog. I never clean up after my dog. You clean up after your dog? Bro, the dog output is fertilizer. You are depleting the earth of natural resources when you clean up after your dog. Not to mention, they say those bags are biodegradable. Yeah, sure. Plastic is biodegradable. Well, that means I have a biodegradable car. You're listening to propaganda. You should not pick up after your dog. Just be careful where you're walking. How about that? Maybe it's on you. Maybe you're thinking about it completely wrong. Maybe you should just watch where you're walking. I don't care if it's a dog park rule. What, so you follow every rule that the man says you gotta follow? I'll bet that during the pandemic, you're the guy that was wearing a mask in the store because they told you you had to. That was you. I went up to the guy at the counter and I said, bro, I am not going to wear a mask. What do you think? I'm the Lone Ranger or something? You think you do not have the power to tell me to wear a mask in a store that I'm giving you money? I'm the customer, bro. I'm the customer. I don't wear masks and I don't pick up my dog's output. I leave it on the ground so it fertilizes the earth. Circle of life. Is any of this making any sense to you? You don't seem like you're getting it. And you got me a little worried. Bowser, keep jogging in place, bro. Come on, man. 5 more miles. 5 more miles, Bowser. 5 more miles. Don't stop now. Don't stop at the dog park. Buddy, we got to go 5 more miles, man. Bowser, I know you want to do your duty, but we can't do it here. Okay, you can do it here, but you got to keep running. I want you to keep... Listen, you got to dig deep. You got to dig deep. I know you're tired. I know you're tired. You got to dig deep, bro. If you're going to do your duty, do it while you're running. Do it while you're running in place. Don't give up. I want you to dig deep. You can do it, Bowser. You can do it. Come on, Bowser. Come on, Bowser. Push-ups. Knock them out. I know none of the other dogs are working out. That's because they're weak. They're weak. Look at these weaklings. Bowser, you're a champion. Push-ups. Knock them out. Do it. Coco. Behave, Coco. I'm busy. I'm on the phone. Coco, just behave. Listen, Wendy's is taking out McDonald's during this pandemic. They're literally eating their breakfast. I want you to dump my McDonald's and load up on Wendy's. Coco, please, honey. Please. Listen, TikTok is done, bro. TikTok is done. Trump is going to pull their plug. It's not me. I love TikTok. Coco, please behave. My dog is acting crazy. Listen, what is going on with Hasbro pulling Trolls dolls from the stores? They're saying that the belly button is in the wrong... All right, listen, dump all of our Hasbro toy stock. Just dump it. I don't even know. Coco, please. This is why you guys let me manage your money. All of these moms are at home making homemade masks and they're selling like hotcakes. I want you to jump into Etsy stock big. I want everything, any stock available for Etsy that's not sold. I want to buy it. Who doesn't want a mask that makes it look like they're smiling? Even if, like me, I never smile. This is the only chance I have to get a smile is to get a mask that looks like I'm smiling. Coco, we're going to go home. I'm doing business. Somebody's got to pay for that premium dog food. Behave. What do you mean you're shorting Tesla? Are you nuts? Dude, I'm buddies with Elon. He's got a long-term plan. Coco, please. He's got a long-term plan. He's going to be selling Teslas on Mars, and he's going to get them there on SpaceX rockets. What are you talking about? The guy's a genius, just like me, Coco. He's the tech genius. I'm the financial genius. Come on. Well, now, look at all them fancy dogs up in this dog park over here. I mean, I just got old Snaggletooth over there. He's the ugliest thing I've ever seen in a dog. Well, I mean, my cousin called me and they said, look, my dog's having some puppies. You can come over and get the pick of the litter. So I had the first choice. There was 37 puppies and Snaggletooth here was the ugliest one. I said, that's my boy. And I've raised him ever since. He is not a looker, okay? I mean, if he went to a prom dance, none of the other dogs would not only dance with him, they'd kick him out and make his mom drive him home. But he has been by my side his entire life. We are inseparable. And a couple times he saved my life. I got into a little scrape with old Tugs down there downtown. Now Tugs fancies himself the town bully. And well, we were playing some poker late night, a couple too many beers, and fist got to flying, and Tugs, well, he took out some brass knuckles and just about ready to crack me on the jaw. And here comes old Snaggletooth, flying through the air, grabbed his fist in his mouth and tore his arm off his body with one pull. I mean, that dog takes care of me, and I take care of him. And that's why I bring him out here to the dog park, enjoy everybody, enjoy the company, associate with everyone. He's friendly to everyone and all people. He's friendly to everyone, and he is right with God. And we're just glad to be here. Well, I brought my cat to the dog park. I know he's a cat, but he thinks he's a dog. He thinks he's a dog. So it's wonderful. Look at him running around like a dog. I mean, he doesn't even think like a cat. I have other cats. They will not lift a paw to help out around the house. This cat, who thinks he's a dog, he runs to the door when I come home, and he wiggles his butt so violently he knocked over the lamp and started a house fire. The house was burning down because he was doing the wiggle butt so violently because he thinks he's a dog. What did the other cats do? You would think they would help out, maybe start a kitty cat chain of water buckets, handling water buckets from the kitchen sink to help put out the flames. No, they didn't lift a paw. They just kind of looked up, saw that the flames were licking the ceiling, and they went back to licking their paws. One of them got up, moved over about 3 feet, and then resettled on a different part of the couch. They were not going to lift a whisker to help out. But the one that thinks he's a dog, I mean, he started the fire, but he also ran for help to the fire station 5 blocks away and got the fire truck to come back. And what does he do? He sits on the front of the fire truck with his jaw in the wind, leading the charge, holding a paw up like he's leading the charge to put out the fire. I mean, he's a hero cat dog. A hero cat that thinks he's a dog. Maybe he needs to see one of those animal doctors that do the head psychoanalyses. I don't know.